Hello, my name is Rahul, and I am part of the Krypton Warriors, FTC Team 16367, based in Parsippany, New Jersey. This is the first video of a three-part series of creating a matrix 12-volt battery mount so that you can use for FTC competitions. So to start off, we're going to read through the prerequisites, then we'll go to our first step. So first, I'm aware that you can work on OnShape on an iPad or maybe even an iPhone or maybe even any other Android device. But it's for our sake, I think it's highly recommended that you work on a computer with a stable internet connection and enough storage to download files. In addition, that you should be having an OnShape account that I think is pretty easy to create and then sign in. Also, here's our final product of what we're going to be creating after the three-part series. So hopefully you'll be able to do the same thing. So our first step is to go to the Go Build a website. And once it loads, we're going to search matrix 12-volt battery, and this should be one of the first options. We're going to download the step file. Then wherever you have it download, for me it's in my download section, and then extract. I'm going to extract it. Yeah, now it's extracted now. And I'm going to delete the zip file. For some reason, all Go Build a step files will be in a folder, but I like to just have the file itself. So I just removed it out of the folder. So now we have that complete. We're not going to be focused that much on Go Build a website anymore. So now we're going to go up to onshape.com. You're going to sign in. For me, it's going to most likely automatically sign. Yeah, it's going to automatically sign in because I've used this quite frequently. But for your sake, if you haven't used this often, you may have to sign in using your email and password. So let's delete these. Send to trash. And also this. Let's send this to trash. Then we're going to import our battery into a single document. And that's going to arrive. Now we're going to go to your preferences, which we're going to go my account, then preferences, and then over here units. For you, this may be inches for you right now, but for our sake, millimeters will be the best option for us, especially with Go Build It. Go Build It's main units are in millimeters, so that's why I want to keep it in millimeters as well. Also, one more thing I forgot to mention. This width over here is going to be meant for a low side U channel, and this low side U channel it's a Go Build a low side U channel. So if you're using a different vendor, maybe Tetrix or Rev or Actobotics, and the length of the low side U channel is different, it's very easy to just increase or decrease this length as such. So now we're gonna back to where we were. Change your length units into millimeters, and then you have to save your changes. So now just click on the OnShape logo again, and then we're going to create a new document. I'm going to call this battery mount V1. We're going to click OK. Our first thing that we're going to do is going to click on sketch, then click on the top plane. I'm going to be on the top plane, then create a rectangle. I'm going to dimension this using the 120 millimeter, by a length of 120 millimeters and a width of 48 millimeters. From there, we're going to extrude it. So I'm going to go to an isometric view, and I'm going to make the depth, I believe, 52 millimeters. So we're going to click on check. So this will be the base of it, and now we're going to add the sides. So now from there, we're going to create another sketch plane. Let's just click on front for our sake, and then, don't click on extrude, click on, my mistake. So click on sketch, click on the front plane. From there, sketch a rectangle. I'm going to put on the side. It's very important that you don't intersect your rectangle with your prism, because sometimes it could be confused. OnShape may be confused. So we're going to make this length 120 millimeters. And we're going to make this width 64 millimeters. From there, we're going to extrude it. I'm going to go back to this isometric view, so for my sake. And then we're going to, this depth is going to be very, very small, but it's necessary. 2.54 millimeters. Click check. Now we're going to do the exact same thing because we're going to need 2 of these. So now we're going to go, I'm going to go through this a little bit quicker because it'll be the exact same thing. So let me move this out of the way. I'll just create over here. So now we have both of these now. So now that we have both of these done, we're going to create a new assembly using this plus, create assembly. Or we had another one, but I don't know why I did that, but whatever now. So we'll click insert and then click on Part Studio, and then you're going to have your 3 parts over here. From there, we're going to use a fasten mate, which is the first of all the mates that are available. So click on the first one. Then we're going to make sure you're clicking on a vertice, not a face, not an edge. It has to be a vertice. So click on a vertice, then click on the vertice of the actual base, and then click check. Now we're going to do the exact same thing for the other side. So fasten mate, we're going to, I didn't get it. Alright, click on a vertice. Since this, and then I want this to go, whoops. I want the fasten mate to go vertice, remove this out of the way, to vertice. Click on check. Also from here, we're going to insert, we're going to go to our create by me. We're going to click on, make sure it's in Part Studio. And then when it generates, come over here. Now, we have our 12-volt battery mount over here, but what we really don't want is our wires, because wires are going to get into the way. So delete all the wire part of it, the Tamiya wire of it. So there should probably, I believe there should be 6 parts, give or take, of the wire. Now we're going to have all these extra parts over here, but what we want to do right now is group them using the group tool. So we're going to select all of the 14.0014 parts, then click check. So then now we can move all at once. From there, I'm going to go to the top face. Now we're going to try to eyeball this battery, so then it's in our battery mount. It should be deep inside, but not too deep that it's just submerged inside the mount. Some part of it has to be sticking out for the mount to work. So now that that's done, select on top again. I'm going to move this a little bit to the right. And yeah, I think that's good. So from there, we're going to export as a parasolid, and then we're going to continue on the next part of the video. So we're going to click, I'm going to rename this battery mount V2. Click OK. And then we'll pick up on next time. Alright. Stay tuned for the part 2 of this series.